Hello, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, it's just going to be me right now. Joey is busy. He said that he's him like button from the car. And apologizes for not being able to produce for me today. It's perfectly fine, Joey. Yeah, yeah, you do you. Hopefully next week you'll be able to join me. Let me just reposition the camera a bit. There we go. All right. Now, as you can see, I am doing the mouse again. If you remember from last time, we got our right side track done. We got a good start on the actual body of the tank. We got our drive and idler wheels on the left side, our driver, rail operator seats, our gas engine, our electric engine and generator, and the start of our electric motor is done. And what I'm going to be doing to start the stream is I'm going to be doing the other side of these tracks, which means I'm going to need to clip 33 of these treads together and then put the rubber pads into the tracks. And I had sorted these out at the start, but then I did something stupid and dumped them all back together. Okay, it's 5. Oh, 55. Okay, that's 10 there. Hey, Steven, and thanks for joining the stream. All right, and now he's just saying hi to Julie. That's right. Now, Steven, since you just started, I am currently just working on getting the left side of the tracks or treads in place or made really quick. Which means I need to do this and make 55 of these links. Oh, hey, Tiffany. I'm glad you're going to make it as well. That's Oh, Steven has built this kit 2 years ago. That's really cool. How'd you enjoy it, Stephen? It's 40 of those. And Willow. Not sure who Willow is, but cool. Okay, there's 5. He says, oh, Willow's the cat, I see. But yeah, Steven says that it was a very good build. Willow is Tiffany's cat. That's cool. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that is all 155, I see. Steven says that he's done a few of these kits with no trouble. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying these kits so far. I have a few of their builds in my wish list. I have their Gustav, Dora. I have of course, the big boy. And I think I've also got either a few more tanks or even one more train in my wish list from these guys. Now, for those who weren't here not here, but on the main HTM stream on Sunday, I did say that I am thinking this thing's gonna be a total of 4 weeks to complete stream wise. It's based on how I divide this up. Steven says that either he has to still do the Dora and Carl, or he's done the Dora and Carl. But that's pretty cool. Well, either way. He's done the Dora and Carl. Cool. Yeah, the history behind the Dora and the mouse are pretty interesting. Just the fact that he just wanted everything bigger and better, or yet because he kept going bigger, these things just never actually either came into fruition or wore down so badly and so fast that it just wasn't feasible to use them. I mean, take the door for example. I believe that thing only had like 40 or 80 shots in it before the entire rifling was destroyed in the barrel. And the fact that it needed two custom railroad tracks just to move it. It didn't even just to aim it. It had to travel along tracks. That thing just was not a smart weapon. Granted, it was powerful, but not smart. In the mouse here, for example, it was terrible mileage on rough terrain. Heenan just ate gasoline like nothing. Terrible weapons for their time, but just still incredible pieces of history. Okay, that should be 25 of those in place. Now, if you just give me a second. Just enjoying a nice Arnold Palmer. Looks like someone's awake. Hey, Nolan. Or not. I mean, it's cool that this thing has working tracks, or treads, but it's kind of tiresome doing doing this repetitively. But oops, don't want that spilling. It's going to be worth it in the end. So, is anyone working on anything right now, or are you guys just chilling, watching me? It's oops, 35 of those done. Joey is sitting in his car. How about you, Will, or not Will, Tiffany or Steven? Are you guys working on anything? drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I was trying to say, hey, last night, but I'm not sure if the comment went through that I don't drink or smoke or drink alcohol or smoke. So I'm basically the child or the baby of HTM. And made a comment about how I'm pretty you guys are probably going to give me a hard time about not even swearing at HTM at Wonderfest if I go next year. I'm sitting in my chair watching you. Oh, thanks for that, Steven. Tiffany says, I'm working on editing a video to go up next week. Then I need to film another ready for Sunday. Oh, that's cool, Tiffany. And Jody says, I'm just smart. I suppose I'm kind of being smart to not do anything addictive like that. Although, Jody, I have to say I am kind of addicted to coffee, so there's that. I don't drink or smoke, so don't worry. Oh, and nice. Thank you, Jolie. Yours just says nice as well. Okay, that's another section of track complete. Just got one more to do. And then I can attach this to the heat tank. Now I'm tempted to glue these rubber things in since they don't want to just stay in when I move the tracks forward and backs, but I'm not sure. It'll depend on if I ever want to take this apart and rebuild it, but even then I might want to leave these rubber pieces in. But to do that, it means I have to take the entire, all of this out and reglue them. Or glue them in so I don't have to on both sides. Right, I'm just the right amount. Oh, out. You know. All right, and with that, we have our tracks complete. I'll move this out of the way. Steven says, I gave up smoking 17 years ago after I had gangrene and lost some toes. Ooh. Sorry to hear that you had to lose some toes, but it's nice that you gave up on a bad habit, bud. But still, it's not good to have to do so because of something bad like that. And just as I was talking about the annoyance of those rubber pieces coming loose, as I'm trying to attach the left side tracks, two of them came out. Well, after getting these two annoying pieces back in, we now have 2 sets of tracks. All right. Now on to the next section, which I have promptly already sorted it beforehand. All right, Tiffany says, never smoked and don't drink anymore due to bad experiences. Yeah, so far the only time I've ever had anything alcoholic was either when it was cooked off already, like brats, or just like the small, like communion size or shot size amounts of wine, only twice in my life. And mainly that was just me being polite at one point, and also I think it was also because I was told to try it for communion at one point, but I can't remember the communion reason. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need the wider one. Nope, that's the 6. Oh, that's why. I didn't realize that one was supposed to hang over the edge. Okay, I'm going to need 3 of these. Oh, nope, wrong one. 2. I need 3 of these guys as well. There's the last one. Wrong one. Oh, there you are. And 3. There we are. All right, so these guys, the ones with the single stud and tab goes on the right. The 3 along with 2 studs goes on the left. I see. Okay, I'm still in frame. Good. Okay, I'm gonna need anything from this one. No, I think they're all on this one. I'm gonna need this guy right here. One of these guys, and then the 2 stud one. Two stud right there. The L right there, and then this guy right there. Okay, 2 of these brown 4 blocks, and I believe, yep, this one brown curved one. If I'm looking at this right, I'm assuming what I'm building right now is a fuel tank. Or a fuel tank, or an engine or electric motor. And this guy. Two of the flat and one of the Oh, no, I only need one of each. Okay, nothing new yet. Okay, so far we're looking like that. Now I do need this single stud right here and a 4 block like that. One of these guys, a 3 stud, and a 1x6. Got it. So the 3 is there. Single stud there. And then that like that. Okay, then I need this and a square. The square goes right there. And I dropped you. There, I see. And this guy right there. Okay, I need a 4x6, one of these flat pieces, and a grayed out, what looks like bar of gold. Actually, I need 4 of those grayed bar gold, hingle bar looking pieces. And all right, so we're looking like that. Next, I'm going to need a 2x3, 1x3 brick, and then one single stud, and then 2 single flats. All right, so 2x3 goes there. Single stud goes right next to it. 1x3 brick goes there. Flat single stud there, and then this one there. Okay, I need another 2x3. Another one of those gold bar looking ones. And then another one of these hinge looking ones. Okay, so this one looks like it goes here. The bar one goes there. And 3 goes right there. Okay, next I'm gonna need the single stud brick. The slanted one right here, and then another 1x6. 1x6 goes there. Stud, and then the slant. All right, and then we can set this to the side because we're done with that for now. Because we need to repeat everything that we just did, but mirrored. All right, I lost a few people. That's okay with me. Those, one of these, and a normal 2 stud. There you are. All right, that's that page complete. Yeah, let me check over here because I'm thinking I. Hopefully there's a spare one of those somewhere because I just noticed that there's a mistake here. I'm supposed to have another flat one of the 2-piece ones, but unless it's buried over here somewhere when I try to dump it. Oh well. If I find another one, I will put it there, but for now, that piece is missing because they gave me too many of these guys right here. Oh. That doesn't go there. That goes there. Hang on. Sorry, I just had a text. Yeah, let me check something really quick. I think I messed up somewhere. Well, I do see one place I messed up. That needs to go that way. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I see. That goes there, not there. Now it looks better. All right. And with that, that's this one mostly complete. I need to figure out where this is, or if I can find a spare one somewhere. But I need to bring the tank back over. And bring both of these over. And let's see here. Oh, nope. Actually, it actually goes this way. Nope, and I actually need to move that down one, single stud more. All right, just like that. Now I just need because I'm kind of more into the right side, I'm just gonna do that until I can find that piece. Anyways, I need 2 of the 1x6s and then 1 bridge. Which these guys go together like that. Need 2 of the completely smooth grays and then the 1x6 flat. So yeah, if we're working on the electric motors. Okay, we're looking like this. Which then goes right there. I then need a 1x4 and then 2 of the, or 1 of the 1x2s. This one goes behind what we just built, and then that goes on top. Next, I need a 1x3 and then 1 of these guys again. Goes in the corner. An L piece and another 1 of these. Goes right next to the piece that we just put on. And this hangs off with a 2-block thing hanging off. We need 1x4 going next to it, and then 1x3. Two more of the gold bar looking pieces, and 1x3 flat. But there it goes in the, right there. 2 gold bars. And higher end going towards the end with the overhang. And then we just repeat onto the other side. right. Last thing we need to do, which I think I skipped on the other one, is we take one of the slanted ones and our 1x3 flat. And cover up the studs that we skipped when we were going on the gray bars and the 1x3 flat. All right, bring this guy back over. And attach it using the parts that we overhanged. All right, and that's how we're looking so far. But we're not done with this just yet either. We need 4 of the flat 2x3s and 4 of our little L bracket ones. Which then fill in the empty space right here where our ammo racks would be located. Okay, then we need 1 long flat head 1x4, and then 2 more of our L brackets, which go in right there, and then the flat 1x4 bridges are 2 ammo racks that we just built. And that is it for our stage number 2. We have our, well, most of our 2 electric engines and the start of our ammo racks. We are still going to need this, so I'm going to put this right here. But let's find, here we are. Need this bag and this bag. Okay, just those 2 bags. I'm hoping to have a spare one of the flat brown pieces. Okay, and I just wasn't. Okay, not in this bag. No spares in this one, so, well, we'll just have to wait and see. But to get started on this, I'm going to need 2 of these 1x4 bricks. And here, let me just get these. Oh, I just dropped a piece. And this bridge right here. And I'm also going to need 2 of these 1x4 plates. I wonder if I'm going to. Okay, no, I think those are part of the old one. All right. First thing we need to do is elongate this bridge right here. I'm going to need 1 1x4 flat and then 2 of the 1x3 flat plates. Oh, actually, no, that's not right. Sorry, it needs to be, I need to move this over 1. There's only supposed to be 1 stud on the bridge part. Because I need to put that flat 1x4 there. And then the 1x3s in place. Actually, no, the 1x3s are still wrong. Actually, I can easily just, instead of trying to pry them up, I can easily just flip them around. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Bring the body back over. And push the divider. Or the part that we just built down in front of our little ammo racks. Back over because we're still not done with it just yet. Because what I need is 2 of these gray 1x1 stud flat bricks. 2 of them. 2 of the little black grabbers, and then 2 of the brown parts that we used when we were building the engine, just brown. Oops. All right, so to do this, we need to put the gray and the black together. And then put the brown guy on top. And just for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to put the full side upward. Yeah, did I miss a step? I feel like I missed something. Oh yeah, I did. Here, before I do anything, let me actually get the second one made really quickly. All right. I did miss something. You are going to need 2 more and 2 of these 1x6 extenders. And they will be going on in front. And the parts that I just built go 2 blocks in. And then two blocks down. So just like that. Now I can set the pie to the side because we're not going to need that right now. What I am going to need are 2 of these. Two of these. One of these, one of these, one of these gray pieces, and the black piece right here. This guy goes in the middle of the 1x5. These guys on our side of what we just built. Gonna need 2 of the red gears. And then one of these black 1x5s to go over them like so. You're gonna need 4 1x2 plates, 2 ladders, and 2 1x2 blocks. And then from here, one goes on like that. Repeat up. One on the other side like that. And I need to do 2 of these. So let me just grab everything I need. Need 5. Need one of those. 2 of those. Need that. Need that. 2 of those. That was close. All right, got 2 of those. Let's bring the body back over, because these guys ain't no one. Go. Here, let me turn this around. Because these guys go right here. And there we go. Hey, buddy. Hey, no one. I know. All right, but yeah, it goes there. And there. All right, so that's how we're looking so far. Move this over to the side again. I guess I'm going to need one of these guys. 4 brick. Goes in the middle. Need a black 1x4. Goes in the corner. One of the textured ones, and I need the vertical lines to go towards the middle. And then I need a 1 stud block, 1x4 black brick. So we're looking like that so far. And I set that to the side because I need to almost repeat myself. Need another 6x10 and a 1x4. Put in the middle. But this time I need a green eyepiece. I need the yellow weird piece. Need a green single stud flat piece, and then a oh no, it's right in the corner. I need the single green dotted stud, which goes here. I then need another one of these single guys. I need another one of the textured ones, but I also need this weird green piece as well, and 2 green gold bar pieces. This one goes next to that. Once again, make sure that the vertical lines are inside. And then we're looking like that. All right, we need to bring the body back over. And with the 4 brick and 1x4s facing in towards the back. That one goes on the left, and then this one goes on the right side. So we're building more of the engine and the main body. That's how we're looking so far. But before we... Oh, hang on. We need to prepare... Here, let me just do this. Let me quickly disconnect the threads. And of course, another one of those stupid black things came loose, or came off. But I should be able to now get that back on. And right, plenty of spares here, so let's just... No, I think it was... Yep, it's right here. All right, that's fixed. Now, before we move on, we do need to put 2 of these long 1x6 flat pieces in place, which go on top of the part that we did earlier. Okay, now we're looking like that. Next thing we need to do is grab the bridge and 2 more flat 1x6s, because the next thing I want us to do is bridge the 2 parts that we just did. There's that part. And then attach the 1x6s. Oh, that's actually wrong. They actually want these to meet in the middle, so it actually goes like that. I just want to double check, make sure. All right. So with that, that is almost it for this one. Here, let me actually move my camera a bit. Try and get it to focus. All right, there we are. Next thing we need to do is grab 4 of our 1x2 red studs. Two of these little red toppers. That's it from that one. Two of our 2x2 flat pieces, and then 8 weird bracket pieces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Actually, let me move you again, just so that's... That should do it. First thing they want us to do is take 2 of these pieces, smash mush them together. Actually, no, it's not those that we need to do. That's my bad. Instead, we're actually putting one of the 2x2s on top of the 1x2s. Then we put 4 of these pieces on to another side and top it off with this little piece right here. We do that twice. That was close. Now, if I find either a extra in a future bag, or if I find that missing piece, I will put that on, either on or off camera, but whatever. All right, and after we get these built, they actually go on right here on either side of the body. We need 1 2x3 and 2 1x3 red bricks. Which again goes on top. We then need 2 of these rounded corner pieces, which goes on like so. Two of these extender rounded pieces. And then we need 1 of the square and 1 of the rectangular pieces. We want the rectangular one first, square one after that. And we need 2 of these. And where they go is in front of what we just did, completing the internal fuel tanks. Dump those spares in there. And finish up this other fuel tank. Really quick. Oh, dang it. There's a good chance I might have to glue another one of the, include the drive wheels into place as well, because these things just do not want to stay on for some reason. And I just noticed that this guy is starting to lift. All right, that's how we're looking right now. And that is it for that bag. We need 58 through 91. here. Getting all the long ones out. All right, so I'm going to need 2 of these L brackets, or L bricks, 1 of the 1x2s, and then I'm going to need 1 1x4 flat piece first for this big. So got 4 people, nice. Okay, we need to make a C out of this. Actually, I'm not even going to need the body right now, so I'm going to set that over to the side. Okay, I'm going to need a 1x4 or 2 1x4s. And then I'm going to also need 2 of these connecting pieces. Good. Gonna need to snap them onto the ends of what we just did. And I'm going to need 2 1x4 flat pieces. Which, oh, not yet. I need different flat pieces. So I need 2 1x6 flats first. There. Okay, these meet in the middle. Now I need the 2 1x4s because I need to bring the body back over. Put this in the front. And then snap the 1x4 flats down behind it, which essentially completes the full interior. Well, minus this and the ammo. But that is the interior of this complete. We can now, once again, set that to the side. Because right now, I need 2 flat L's. And then 2 flat, or 1 flat 1x4. Actually, that's the next step. I need 1 flat L, 1 flat 1x4. and then a 1x10. L goes there. 4 goes there. Another L goes there. And L there. And 4 there. And 1x8 and our 1x8. One by 6, another L, a single stud, and then a ramp. Like that so far. And then next we need 2 of these brackets. We need a 1x6 flat and another 1x4. All right, so we need a 1x4 first. One of these brackets. 1x6. Oops. Made a mistake. I need to skip one. Because the second bracket actually needs to be flush with the slanted and ramped piece. All right, and then now that we're done with that, bring the body back over. And this goes right here. Just like so. Now I need to repeat for the right side, just mirrored. So I need another 1x6. Actually, this one's slightly different. I need a 1x6, a single stud, and L. This one goes there. This one there. Need another L. And this time I also need a rounded piece, or a rounded cylinder piece, with the L going like that, and then the cylinder underneath. Need another 1x10 and a 1x8. Hang on. Some pieces got stuck underneath. All right. right, so far like that. Yeah, 1x5, or two of them. A stud and then a flat L bracket. All right, just like that. Need a studded 1x2, studded flat L, and then now you're 1x8 again. The 1x8 goes here. One by two, and then the L right there. Then you have flat 1x2, and you have 1x3, and then a weird single studded L bracket, which goes onto this end. 1x3 goes there. Oh, and yeah, another 1x3, which goes two studs down with another one in that 1x2 flat going right there. And then lastly, I need 1x4 and 4 of these brackets again. One goes there, one there, one there, with the 1x4 right there, and then one on the very end. Bring the body back, because this actually goes right here on the very back end of the tank. That's how we're looking. That's how we're looking. Again, set this to the side because we need to repeat what we did for the left side onto the right side. Okay, 1x8. All right, that is the right side. Hides complete. For the front, at least. Let's. Mount that. Move you to the side once again. You want those 1x6. Or 1x6 and 1x6 block. Two of those, one of those, and one of these guys. One by 5. Flat. And studded. Flat. Two 1x3s and 1x4. Nope, hang on. I skipped a step by accident. One of those. One of these guys. And then the last one of these. All right. Then I can put the 1x4 there. Skip 2. That's there, and then that there. Skip another 2. And that there. And finally, I need 4 of those. All right, bring this type back over. Line this up. Get all these guys pressed down. And then finally, to finish up, I need the flat square. And then these 2 flat 2x6s, which go here in the back. Just like so. That is the right and the left by in connection points for the body of the tank complete. And that's it for that bag. Just take these spare parts for now, dump them in there. We don't need the tank right now. What I do need is this bag right here. Okay, and once again, I'm just going to do a quick sort. Just to get the large pieces out of here. All right. So the first thing I'm going to need are 2 of these weird bracket pieces in a 2x6, which go on like that. I also need 2 of the L's and 2 2x4s. The L's will go on like this, and then the 1x4s will go on where the L's connect, just like that. I'm also going to now need 4 of these weird connectors, and then 2 1x3 plates. Okay, the 1x3s go underneath the L's, adding an additional connection point, strengthening the grip. The 4 connectors go into the openings opposite of these weird points right here. Okay, now we need to strengthen it with 2 of these 4x6s and 1 2x4. So avoiding this one and leaving a 1 stud gap. Push that down. Push the 1 and 2x4 there. And then push the other one in place. And then hang on. Oops. Well, I should be able to fix that easily, hopefully, by just pulling that up. And let's see, moving this down. Like so. And then skipping 1 stud, we need to put these flat 2x6s onto the top of what we just built, like so. Okie dokie, finished editing the pictures. Time to head to bed. Night, Tiffany. Thanks for watching. Up until now. I need the longest one, which fits right there. And I also need 4 of these weird looking bracket things. To go on like so. Okay, Steven's just saying goodnight. Okay, I need a two 2x3 flats. Two of these single start looking parts. Somewhere. I also need that one. Oh, there. All right, so first thing I need to do is put this guy in the middle. One of these flat ones on either side, and then the studded one right there. Okay, let's set it to the side so I can see what I need to do here. I'm gonna need two of these ones. Two of those. 6 of these guys. Two. Oh, not you. I need two of those. Oh, that's 2 of these. It's 6 of the other ones that I was just looking at. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 2 of those. 4. Just normal. 5 and 6. All right, so that's 2, 6, 2, 2, 2, and then 1 of each of these. All right, let's see here. Take 1 of these. Two of those right there. 1 of the connection points right there, and then 1 more of these. Repeat on the other side. Okay, 1 more. Okay, I'm now down to 2 people. Okay. The angled one and then a flat one. Okay, that's 1 down. And that's 2 done. Bring this guy back over. Other way. I need this one over here. this one like that. Hang on. Let me actually put these on first, and then I can put this on. All right, that's how we're looking so far. Next, I'm going to need one of those, or two of those. Two of those. Two of those. Oop, I'm not letting it fall. Put that there, and then with the opening facing the same way as the peg that we put in there. And then put it on like that. Repeat on the other side. Make sure it's nice and straight. Good. Okay, that's that. Done for now. I need one of those, and one of these. I also need two of those. And then one of those and a 1x4. All right, so first put those two together. Make a L. I'm going to use the two L pieces like that. Take the 4, cover that part, extend it down like that. Okay, I need 2 more of these L brackets. I need 2 of these. There. And our 1x2. Go on together like that. I need a 1x4 flat, and then one of these flat guys with a single stud. Two of the fully flat, and then 2 of these weird looking guys, which go on either side right here. Cover up the, looks like that. I also need 2 2x3s. Okay, I see. You go like that. And these guys go on like that. Flip you over. And it looks like let's see, go on. Oh, I see. I made a mistake. That's too far back. You actually go. No, I was right. It goes right there. And then you go on right there. I see. All right, now we don't need this right now. I do need a 2x6. I need 6 of these weird guys right here. And then one of these guys. These guys go underneath. Okay, I'm almost at 2 hours. This guy goes on underneath like that. I need one of those flat ones, 2 of these guys right here. Going like that. And then I need to repeat on the other side. Just mirror. All right, just like that. Now I need to bring this guy back over. And let's see. So it looks like I need to attach it. That's that. Okay, that does look right. Just oh, I see. I don't. Oh, I see. I made a mistake. Let me double check something. Yeah, let me see try something really quick. Because I think I messed up. Okay, now it works. Yep, and that's the wrong side. So yeah, I did make a mistake. There are only 4 of the 3-toothed ones and then 12 of the 2 ones. I think 2-toothed ones. So you just have to make sure that you get them right. All right. But with that, that is the fun part complete. And the final thing that they want us to do is bring the body over. Line that and then those up. Oops. Here, I'm just going to do this from the side so I can get it good. All right, let me just try and get that piece pushed back down. Oops, there goes my spray, but that is our front panel complete. That is our interior so far. That is it for that bag. Set this to the side because we're on to our very last bag. Just drink really quick. This one's empty. Let me do a little bit of sorting really quick. All right, that should be good enough sorting. All right, let's start with one of these and two of the 4x8s. I need to put that on underneath like so. I need a 4x6. And two 1x6s. Which will go on oh, nope. Not like that. It actually goes on one stud higher than that. So like that. Actually, no, it's more like that. I need another 1x6. And then two more of these plates right here, which go on either side of this. And then 1x6, one down below our 4x6. And then I need three of these angled pieces. And 10 of these weird square pieces. There you are. Right, we're looking like that right now. I need 2 of the 1x8s. To go on top. And I also need 4 of these ones with the studs and 2 fully flat ones. Did I only grab 3? Okay, just like that. Now I need these right here. Two fully flats right there, and then the post right there. Need 2 flat 1x4s. I also need these 2 detail pieces right here. There. I need this guy here on the left. This guy right here on the right. One of these. One of these, and then one of these 2x4 flat ones, which goes here on the left, or right. On the left is the flat square, and then on top is the flat rectangle. Okay, I need 4 of the angles, or single stud angles, 2 of the single studs in general, and then 1 of the connector pieces. The angles go on the studs in the middle. Flat guys go down on the bottom. And this guy goes on like so. Trying to get this nice and straight. Okay, we're looking like that. I need to flip this over. I need 2 1x6s with the studs, and 2 of these connector pieces. Oh, I have it upside down. All right, so I need these guys right here in the middle. And the 1x6s on top. Like so. Oh, I have 4 people now. I need 1 of these, 2 of those, and then 2 L brackets. Hey, thanks for whoever just jumped in to watch. I hope you're enjoying it in the stream so far. All right, so what I need first is to connect these 3 pieces right here. And then these L brackets go on top like that. I need a 1x4 to go there. And I need these 2 brackets there. I need a square. I need 2 of these guys, 1x4 and a 2x4. One by 4 first. This guy right there. 2x4 next. I need 2 of these flat ones. The one flat square with a stud, and then another flat 1x6. The 1x6 goes on top. The square with a stud goes in the middle. 2 flats go there. I need 2 more flat squares, 2 more of these weird ones. Once again, covering up the studs, and once again, going onto each end. This goes on. Hey, Steven. Thank you. I see you're still on. Okay, this goes like that. And flip this over. This will then connect just like that. So that's how we're looking for this one. Bring the body back over, connected the same way we did the front. Which I will be flipping this onto its side so I can see what I'm doing. All right, that is the back in place. But we are not done just yet. I'll put this over to the side again. Move that out of the way because this is the last step I'm going to be doing tonight. I need 3 of these. This one piece right here. And then 1 of these guys right here. And push this in that way. And 3 of the 4 holes, push these connected, these 3 pieces in. I need to push 1 of these onto either end. And then cover the tips of these. And then on either end, push one of these. Into place. With 2 of these guys in place. Repeat on the other side. Push 2 of these. On like so. Just like that. Okay. Oh, hey, Doug. Glad you could make it. I'm actually nearing the end of the stream, bud. Okay, repeat the same thing on, I just did in step 30 into 36. Oh, actually, no, I messed that up. I don't need to put 2 in for this one. That's all right, Doug. You didn't know. And hey, Howard, I see that you're here. I see you there, Howard. Thanks for joining us. Even if it is at the very end of the stream. There we go. Oh, I see what happened. Here, why I'm getting confused about this one. This last one is actually reverse. All right, there's that one. Hang on, let me try some. I need to do something really quick. Let me. Do that. Oh, I see what happened. All right, there we go. We got our fuel tank done. Not sure what goes on there, but the very last step for us to do in this is take our fuel tank, push it in place. I'll dump those there. And aside for missing that piece, which I'm hoping shows up sometime soon, that is it for that bag, and that's going to be it for the stream. Let's move some of these out of the way. Of course, you come off again. Give me 1 second to prepare my drive wheel. All right, there we go. And boy, what how progress we got done. We got our front plates, our under. We got our right and our left trads on. We got more side plate on. Got fuel tank. We got our electric motors, our ammo racks, more engine detail, and our fuel tanks in place. And if I'm right, I assume right here would be our radio. And just again, one more confirmation. Our tracks do move. All right. Other than that, I want to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate those who were here at the very beginning, and I also want to thank those who joined me towards the very end of the stream. I hope I can find, or hopefully there's a step where this part can be found If not, what I might end up doing is just taking one of these spare pieces right here and actually, let me see if I can actually do that. Maybe I could. Yeah, I should be able to do this. Let me see if I can sand this down really quick. Actually, give me 1 second. Live modification, but I want to see if it's 320, 240. $180 next. There's a good chance I might just do this off stream, but what I'm hoping to do is turn one of those spare pieces into what I'm missing. Yeah, I'll probably do this off camera. Thank you guys for watching, and for those who are curious, down in this and down there in the down in the description, down somewhere down there, is the schedule for the week. Thank you guys for watching, and till next, or rather, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.